Everyone. Welcome to Tuesday, to the beginners from me on Tuesday. Today we are looking at technical trading. What does this involve? What are we going to be analyzing? Well, one major ways of analyzing with technical, which has to do with the price charts, trying to understand what's the behavior of prices and basing your trading decision on that, is using indicators. So there are different indicators. We will be looking at one peculiar indicator today, which is called the Ichimoku. I am going to be using the Ichimoku to find trade ideas, and I'll show you how you can also analyze the market on your own, find good trade ideas, use the Ichimoku Kinko Hayo indicator. All right. Whether you're joining me on YouTube or you're in the beginner's room with me, please feel free to use the chat box. Ask me questions. Know that you're able to learn very well here with us. We are here ready and willing to guide you and also to answer your questions. That's why the chat boxes are there to put in your questions and we will be here ready to answer them. If you have trades that are ongoing for you that you want to share, you want us to look at together, feel free to do that as well. We will be looking at them. All right. So, Dele, good to have you. Welcome to the session we made today. How are you doing? Okay, so we'll be looking at the charts. We will analyze different instruments. Also, we want to have in mind the news, high impact news that we have within the week, interest rate decision for the US, Canada, Euro area, inflation reports, unemployment report for some. We want to pay attention to what kind of impact that they are having on the market. Yes, we are talking about technical analysis and trading with technicals today. It is also quite important to remember that fundamentals has a lot to do with how the market move. They give us idea of the true value of a currency that we want to trade. So that's why while you may love to analyze the charts, find trade ideas, look for patterns, look for indicators and all that, it's also quite important that you at least take a look at what's happening in the economy, look at especially the calendar, try to know what time of the day you're expecting high impact news to be and all that, so that you'll be able to play around when the market becomes, more volatile than usual. You will know how you're going to be trading in such situation. Okay, so let's go right into it. We are looking at this indicator. Um, if you have an idea of it already, you will know how it is used. You will also know that it's quite effective. It gives you a lot of idea on what price is doing. Can also help you to know a good time to get into a trade when the market has been in an extended trend. Because a lot of the time, if I see maybe I open up a chart and I feel that, oh, this trend is extended already. Many times it may be difficult for me to find a place to jump in and do the buy because, the buy or the sell, because I feel it's extended and maybe the price is going to retrace soon. But with Ichimoku, I'll be able to know a good place to place my stop loss, where to enter, and how to be able to hold my trade for longer. So that's one of the reasons I consider it a good indicator. It has, a lot to beyond just finding entries, knowing when to enter a trade. It goes beyond that. You'll be able to have an idea of direction and you'll be able to take better trades. Also be able to take longer trade. If you love to, maybe you're a swing trader and you like to hold your trade for longer, you'll be able to know how far you want to hold it if you're following this trend following indicator. Okay, so what is Ichimoku? It's a technical indicator that is often called Ichimoku Kinko Hayo, but it's shortened to Ichimoku. Based on Japanese candlestick charting, to predict price movements in the future because of course when we open up our chart, what we are trying to look at is how is price likely going to move from here. Is it going to continue upward? Is there a possibility of the price changing direction from uptrend into a downtrend? Okay. So one of the reasons why this indicator is quite common, good, and also popular amongst some old time trader is because of the fact that it's kind of follows direction. It's more like when you use moving averages, and you're looking at, okay, this is an uptrend. It is easy for you to tell that the market is trending to an uptrend or to a downside if you're looking at moving averages, right? The same way with this indicator, you'll be able to tell what direction the market is going. Now, if you add that to your charts, a lot of people, they will look quite complicated because it has, aside from the lines that you're going to see, you'll also see these shaded portions will be there. So it's like adding a lot of indicators to the chart, but at the end, it's just one indicator and it gives you different things to help you know a good time to trade. Okay, so the idea behind it is to use the moving average based trend method to indicate where price is likely headed next. And since as traders, so that's what we are looking for. We want to have an idea where price is likely headed. Of course, 100% of the time, it's not when we will be able to tell that, oh, the market is going this way exactly or is going that way. We will enter trade and it will end up not going as we expect. Majority of the time, in fact, but that doesn't mean we can be profitable in the market. And if that is the case, what are tools that we can use to better help us to know what direction of the market is doing at the moment and what it is likely going to do? So this is one of them. It uses time as another element, and because greater data points are used, it's generally regarded as providing clearer picture than just having a naked chart where you just have the Japanese candlesticks on your chart, and that's all you're dependent on. But this one provides even clearer picture of what the price is doing. So the name itself, it has meaning that can give us an idea of the description of the system, of what the trading system is. Ichimoku is described as a look or a glance. Kinko is balance or equilibrium. IO is chart or graph. And so it is like saying, take a look or a glance at a balanced chart, something like that. Okay, so Ichimoku trading system, trading attempt to identify direction, like we've said, it helps a trader to determine a good time to enter and exit the market by providing you with the trend direction. All right, we have this shaded portion, and when the price is above it, we will be able to tell that market is generally in an uptrend. When price crosses and goes below, it is easy for us to know that the price is downward. This indicator can also be used in different time frames. You can use it on 4-hour, daily, weekly, everywhere. But for me, I like to use it on 4-hour majority of the time. I'm going to go add it on my charts so that you see what it is. So I'll first bring out the naked chart. So this is a naked chart. Then I'm going to go to inserts. I'll go to indicators. And I'll go to, let me see, trend. Yes, trend indicator. Ichimoku Kinko Ohio. And this is it. So in this case, I can see that the price is above the cloud. But is it a good time to enter? All right, now let's first look at the components of this Ichimoku itself. Let's look at what these lines mean, the cloud, what it means, at what point. We then go on to talk about the point at which we can start looking to enter for buy or for sell. Okay. Um, So let's take a look at the component. Ichimoku is a momentum indicator used to recognize the direction of the trend. It can define accurate support and resistance level. You are able to tell when the price has closed above the cloud or below it, and that helps you to know, using the cloud as supports and resistance level to know when there's a breakout, when there is retest, and when you can find your trade ideas. It consists of 5 main components, and we're going to take them one after the other. There is Tenkan-sen. Now, you may not have the same color that I have on my chart, because you have changed your own or you're using the default one. For me to, in the past, at the time I did the screen grab of this and had it to the slide, I was using the red one as the conversion line, which is called Tenkan-sen. But I think on my chart now, I've changed the color again, where now I have the blue one as the Tenkan-sen, which is a conversion line, and the red as the other line. Okay, but on this chart that you're seeing, this red one is the Tenkan-sen line or the conversion line. Now, this one is the midpoint of the highest and lowest price of an asset over the last 9 period. So it's like using moving average 9, right? The Tenkan-sen is part of a larger indicator called the Ichimoku Kinko Ohio, which shows potential support and resistance area based on different time frames. All right. So this particular one, this line here, is the one called Tenkan-sen or conversion line. It is calculated with the following formula: 9 period high plus 9 period low divided by 2. All right. So where pH is period high, PL here is period low. Then another component is the Kijun-sen. So we have conversion line and then the baseline. The Kijun-sen is the baseline. This baseline is the midpoint of the last 26 period and therefore an indicator of short to medium term price momentum. This one is calculated with this formula: 26 period high plus 26 period low divided by 2 or multiplied by 0.5. Okay. Then we also have Chico span. This one is the lagging span, okay? Is the third tiny line that you will see. In this case, it is indicated with the orange color one there. You may also decide, you go to setting and change the settings on your phone. Okay. It is the Chico span or the lagging span is plotted closing prices by plotting closing prices 26 period behind the related closing price of an asset. And then we have the Senko span here, which is called the leading span. It is the one of the two cloud boundaries, the boundary around the clouds that you're going to see is the midpoint between the conversion line and the baseline. The value is plotted 26 period into the future and it's the faster cloud boundary. In the case of my chart, the Siko span, which is the leading span here, is colored green, while the Siko span B, leading span B, is colored red. All right. So you may also decide to change the colors as you want. So this leading span B represents the second cloud boundary and is the midpoint of the last 52 price bar. So because it's longer, it has longer period. It is kind of slower than the one with a shorter span. Okay. The value of this one is plotted 52 periods into the future, and it is a slower clouds boundary. Now, how do we adopt it in trading? Let's just go back to the chart first. So we said this one, in the case of this, my chart, this blue line is the leading sorry, is the conversion, which is the Tenkan sen, the blue line. The Kijun sen, which is the baseline, is this red one. And this is called the lagging line. This one in lemon color is the lagging line. And then we have span A, leading span A, and leading span B. The leading span are called the cloud.